Hey guys, it's Advantageous, back with another post-commentary Wi-Fi battle. This one is actually from my Kanto Classic team. I put a lot of time and effort into this team because I really want. This is my first like competitive tournament with Pokemon, so I wanted to do good. So I'm gonna try and show up battle to showcase like each of my Pokemon, kind of showing their best stuff. So, this wasn't the first battle. The very first battle that I had, I almost got a Nidoking sweep. And it's funny because this is not a typical Nidoking. This is actually a max HP, max attack. Adamant Nidoking. This is not a max speed at all. I think I don't even think I have any speed investment in this thing. So first turn I see an Aerodactyl, and that was actually like a very common lead that I came across in this tournament. So I actually do have the Thunder Punch on mine, but I predicted him to go into what do you call it, Venusaur. So I went for the Ice Punch, and he went to Blastoise. So I switched to Snorlax because this is my careful Snorlax. Max special defense, max health with Curse. So the Blastoise has the Roar Tech, just kind of a problem. So this time I'm kind of baiting it. I'm like stuck in a Clefable. I don't want to keep switching out, so I go for the Minimize here. Because once I found out that Minimize was not banned in this tournament, I'm like, oh buddy, I better bring that, and I better find something that can handle it, because you get minimized on, and oh my god. But yeah, I'll get into that a little later. So I know that the Roar is coming, but there's nothing I can really do. I just have to force it. So I just go for the Combine, because I can't really attack him. So I actually get dragged down to Alakazam, which is great, because I have the Energy Ball. I just meant for that. So he goes for the Scald, but despite not having a Focus Sash, like, Alakazam has decent special defense. I get burned there. Doesn't matter. I'm Magic Guard. I don't really care. So he goes into Charizard. I predicted that and went for the Psyshock because I knew he would not. I just knew he wouldn't stay in for another Energy Ball. So Charizard comes in and he cannot take two Psyshocks from an Alakazam. This is max special attack, max speed, Timid instead of Modest because it's the fastest thing on my team. I needed it to be Timid. So out comes the Aerodactyl. This thing's definitely gonna outspeed me. So I go into Clefable. This is my max health, max defense, bold Clefable. So it is designed to take up hits. And this one, and as you saw earlier, it has Calm Mind. So I'm poison here. My little minimize strategy is just not going to work because I don't have any way. Then Aerodactyl pulls out the Iron Head, and I'm like, oh, well, this isn't going to end well. So I go for the minimize. On this turn, I would have had to go for Moonlight because I did stay in. But he gets past minimize. It's fine. Takes out my Clefable. Clefable is almost like a instant win con. If the opponent has nothing to deal with it, you can't lose. So in comes the Nidoking. And I can tell this Aerodactyl doesn't seem fully invested because that Earthquake in a lot of other battles, it killed me. It killed my Nidoking one shot. So I take it, but max health does really help. So I take it, dish back out the Ice Punch. In comes the Blastoise. Because I wasn't speed invested, I didn't think I was going to outspeed it, so I didn't go for the Thunder Punch on it. I just went for a Sucker Punch, just got some damage. And then, yeah, Scald takes me out. And then I get to bring in my wonderful little Revenge Killer, Alakazam. And he's just going to Psyshock this Blastoise, and that's good night. So then, what's he have left? He's got Jolteon, I do believe Venusaur. I think that's it. So I don't want to. I know I'm gonna get sped by this Jolteon. So in comes my special Sponge. He went for the Shadow Ball there, so I guess he didn't have the Signal Beam. Because that would have been the move to go for, knowing that I had a Snorlax in the back. So I know this Jolteon's going to switch out. There's nothing it can do to me. So he brings in the Venusaur. The only real thing that can stop this, because obviously it goes for the Leech Seed, and that's just really gonna cause me some problems, because Snorlax has a lot of health. It's max HP, max special defense, careful nature. It's a lot of HP. I mean, look at that, it's 267, and look at this. Watch how much its health goes up. That was a 2-hit KO. It is now a 3-hit KO, thanks to Leech Seed. So he goes for the Toxic. I'm not concerned about Toxic on this team. It's, oh, well, just on Snorlax at least. I almost ran an immunity one, actually. I decided to run Thick Fat instead, just because it would give it some extra bulk. But I was gonna run immunity, but that was only if Snorlax got Slack Off, which I don't get why it doesn't get. Slack Off should be like a no-brainer for Snorlax. So anyways, so I got one curse up. I'm gonna finish off this Venusaur after getting a para that I don't really think mattered, because the Venusaur couldn't touch me other than this poison and the Leech Seed. So Clefable comes out. Now this Snorlax is my Clefable counter, but I'm in no position right now to be taking it on. So I just decided to go for the rest. I don't know what he was hoping for with that Moonblast. Even a crit wouldn't have taken me out. So I don't know why he didn't just go for the setup right off the bat. So I'm seated here, so I'm like, alright, I'll rest up, I'll get all my health back, get rid of the Toxic, switch out, and then just switch back in, because this Clefable's going to start setting up on me, and it actually can't touch me. So it goes for the Minimize. I don't even care. I'm like, it should actually be scared of this Gengar, but I don't even care. I just switch right back out to Snorlax. So I'm sleeping. It was really difficult to pick a set. This is one of those like 5 move syndrome sets, because I wanted to put Sleep Talk on it, but yeah, then it would just get like walled. Like, since this is a wall rather than a sweeper, you know, like a late game sweeper or something, I needed the crunch on it to cover ghosts. If Snorlax actually got Scrappy, like, I would definitely switch out Thick Fat for Scrappy, and then just give it Body Slam, and then I could run Sleep Talk, and that would actually be great. That's freaking why Miltank is so good, because it's got Scrappy. So look at this. This is that was a +2 Moonblast. Like, Snorlax, calm down. And I don't even go for the curse, because I know when a Minimize is up, you do double damage. So I know it's not going to do anything. So I get the para. He probably could have done the Stalwart, but that's a game he's gonna lose. So it didn't matter. It was gonna end up going against him anyways. So I go for so I finished the Clefable out. In comes the Jolteon. That's got to be a modest Jolteon, because like, look at this damage. Like, what would that have been? That's like a 6-hit KO. And I faced some other. You'll see some other battles, like a Zapdos was doing almost nothing to me. So I pick up the KO. What was that? I had a lot of mons left. Like, that was a 4-0, I think, in my favor. Yeah, that was a 4-0. So not that close of a battle, but it was just fun to show off. Like, that's my little core there. My Nidoking, Clefable, Snorlax defensive core, sort of defensive, and then my Alakazam sitting there in the back. Gengar is kind of a revenge killer too. It's not as fast as Alakazam, but it hits pretty hard. And then D-Knight is my sweeper. You'll get to see a few videos with him. So anyways, that's it for that battle. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.